The topic of this video is going to be very, very controversial. I think depending on what side of the coin you're on, you're either going to like it or you're not going to like it. This is really going to split between like the feminist movement and then like the red pill community on why women deserve less. I think a lot of this is originating from the red pill community and what modern dating is quote unquote like. I'm going to give you my take on this. I agree with women deserving less, and then I disagree. And I'm going to tell, so my experience with women has not been as bad as all of these red pill communities are saying. Like, there are very malicious women out there, and in those cases, that's where a girl would deserve less. So I'm going to try to touch on those women and why we want to do less for them. I have videos on my channel, and I just filmed one on like how to tell she's a good girlfriend. Those women, they deserve a little more effort once she's earned it. And all of this comes down to whether you believe in women deserving less or not, red pill, blue pill, black, it doesn't matter. If a girl has earned a place in your life, I think it's okay to do things for her that you wouldn't do for just like a random girl. There are women out there that will go on dates with you, like if they think you're rich, if they think you've got a lot of money. There are ways to like weed out insecure women. And so if you're with a girl that you want to take out on a date, I always say that you should spend as little amount of money as possible first, and then you can decide later if you want to go on a date with them or like take them out to dinner or not. So I went on a date last night, and I started off by taking her out for a drink at this one restaurant. So that cost me maybe like 14 bucks. That's very inexpensive. I've taken girls out to like coffee first, which is around like 10 bucks. That's very inexpensive. But these girls are agreeing to go somewhere relatively cheap with me first, knowing full well that I'm not going to spend a lot of money on them. If you're with a girl, let's say you want to meet at drinks or coffee, and they don't agree to that, that's not a woman that you want to be involved with in the first place. And in that case, yes, she deserves less by not getting your wallet and taking her out to a very expensive dinner because she's not even agreeing to see you in the first place. Let me give you another example. Let's say that you do what I did last night. You started off at drinks and you're like, you know what? I want to keep going. This girl's cool. And then you go to dinner. So I ended up spending, I think at the end of the night, close to like $100 on this girl. I had like a mini first date with her the night before because I met her out at this restaurant and bar that I was at, and I ended up kissing her at the end of the night, which is why I agreed to even go out to drinks and dinner with her in the first place, because I wanted to see where this would go. Since I was a little more sober this morning, I wanted to see, okay, do we get along or not? And she's a cool girl, but like personality-wise and value-wise, I think we have two different things. So I spent like $100 last night, and then at the end of the night, instead of getting another kiss, I got just a hug. She even texted me at the end of the night, so I know that, so she was asking me personal questions. She texted me like, hey, thank you for the night. It was really good seeing you. Hope you got home safe. Good night. So she even texted me when she didn't have to. So I'm like, okay, I can tell you like me, but dude, like I just spent 4 hours with you and then $100 of my time, and all I got out of this was just a hug. In that case right here, I don't know if I'm going to go on another date with this girl. In this sense, she's getting less from me because I don't think I'm going to continue seeing a girl like that. Like personality-wise, value-wise, I think we're two different things there. Great girl, but I just, it really wasn't doing it for me. And then at the end of the night, we're both men watching this. What do we want? Physical intimacy. And all I got was a fucking hug. That's not okay for me, man. This is why I say it's going to be controversial, because the red pill stuff, they say that, you should do less for women. You should make women earn you. And I agree with that. I agree that, okay, I spent my time and money on you, and at the end of the night, all you did was just gave me a hug. If a girl likes you, she will kiss you if you ask for it or if you try to go for it. But all I got was a hug. So in that case, her deserving less would be because she hasn't earned anything else from me. Like if she reaches out and wants to see me, maybe I'll try again, but I think I'm going to spend a little less money this time and see, okay, is the second time going to be the same? Is she going to get physical with me now? Or are we going to get physical as in like kissing or even further? Or is it going to be like another, hey, good to see you, here's a hug, like a friendship thing? I guess in this sense, the main thing really comes down to, is she doing something that earns more of your time and money? And that's where the red pill community comes down to saying women deserve less, because a lot of the women that you see on these videos, well, they feel entitled. Like, well, I'm pretty and I'm giving him my attention. I'm allowing him to take me out on a date, as if she doesn't have to do anything else. Absolutely fucking not. I went on a date with a different girl previously, and I took her out to drinks and then dinner, and then we ended up like making out at the end of the night. That's fucking awesome. That girl has earned a second date from me. That's a girl that I would want to set up a second date with. But this girl that just gave me a hug at the end of the night, no fucking way, man. You see the difference, guys? Like, one girl I spent time and money on, and we ended up making out. This girl I spent time and money on, and I just got a hug. Some women do take a little more time than others to feel like comfortable getting intimate, and I feel like that's the case. And you got to ask yourself, if you've dated women in the past, like I have, that have been physical with you up front, and then you're dating a girl like this now, do you really want to take that girl out? Like, if you really liked her and you really got along with her and you want to give her a second chance to see if her behavior would change this time around, I think that's okay. But all this comes down to, like, the whole point of this video of deserving less is whatever you do, you don't want to go out of your way to do things for a girl if you're not getting what you want in return. Now let's change topics real fast. So let's say you're in a relationship with this girl. She expects you to be a traditional man, and that's pay the bills and provide. And then you expect her to be a traditional woman, which is have sex with you, clean the house, cook dinner, and then maybe take care of the kids if you guys have kids. Now, I think that's 50-50 because if you're a dad, you need to be involved. But women are typically the nurturers. So if she expects you to pay for the bills and provide, then she needs to be doing something for you in return. Relationships are transactional. I never used to believe this. I always thought, well, if you love each other, it should be unconditional love. But your mother's the only woman that will ever unconditionally love you. Relationships are transactional. If you study the history of marriages, that's exactly what it was. The rich king would marry off his daughter or his son to a different family, so that way they benefit from that, like as like a strategic ploy or something like that. So if you're in a relationship with a girl, what is she doing for you that allows you to feel comfortable continuing to provide and care for this girl in the way that you are? If you're dating a girl right now and you're paying the bills, or let's say the bills are 50-50, which is cool. She's working. So if your girlfriend's got a job and you have a job, well, feminism wanted equality, so you should split the bills 50-50. That is totally fine. Or you can pay rent, but she pays all the utilities. My mom even did that with my stepdad. And they're from a different generation. So that is perfectly acceptable. However, if you guys split the bills and you have to take her out on dates constantly, which is what men do, because that's just, women need to be courted so they feel like you care, but you're always spending money on her and you're only having sex with her maybe like twice a month instead of like twice a week, and she barely cleans the house and you have to end up cleaning, that's more of you doing more for her than she's doing for you. And in that case, your girlfriend deserves less. If you guys are both like doing, like, if you, okay, I'm going to pay the bills, but I expect you to do this. If she's keeping up with that, then I fully believe that you can treat her as good as you want. As long as she keeps continuing to prove to you that she's a woman of high value, that's sticking to her word or her agreement with you. Like I said, a lot of these videos will show women that just feel like they're entitled to be alive. I'm entitled to have a boyfriend that pays for fucking everything. No, you're not. The way the traditional contracts worked is, again, men provided, women like nurtured the family and cooked and cleaned. Now, am I saying it has to be like that now? No, but if you're in a relationship with somebody, you guys should agree, hey, I'll do this if you do this. And then you both need to maintain that. And if you both maintain that, you're going to be in a good relationship, then yeah, bro, it's natural for us men to want to take care of women. And I think you should do that. You know, but that's if you're in a committed relationship. But if it's a girl that you're just dating, like I said at the beginning of this video, do not go out of your way to do things for a girl that you just started dating if you're not getting that physical intimacy in return. And I don't mean like you go on a date and you're already like fucking balls deep inside of her. That likely won't happen on the first date, no matter how good you are at dating women. Women in the Western world, on average, it takes about 2 to 3 dates. But if you don't even get like a kiss, if you just get a hug or like a kiss on the cheek, you got to ask yourself, is it really worth more of your time and money to go out with a girl that that only has like mediocre interest in you, when I just got done telling you that I went out with a different girl, did the same exact thing, and was making out with her at the end of the night. Now, the more experience you have with women, the easier this is going to be to answer. But if you're a newer guy to dating and you don't have a whole lot of experience in dating, whether you're older or younger, I think it's going to take a lot of experience before you realize after watching this video, well, you know what Mitchell said was actually right. So my take on women deserving less is a little different from the hardcore red pill guys that are like, fucking never do anything for women, because women these days just, they don't deserve anything. If a woman proves it, yes, I think she does deserve it. My ex-girlfriend would religiously clean the house. When I asked her to like cook for me because I'm in a wheelchair and cooking in the stovetop was like scary, I asked her to cook my eggs because I've burned myself in the past. She would do that for me. And when I asked her to have sex, we would have sex. What a great girl. That right there was her doing things for me that I'm capable of doing, but I would rather not, if that makes sense. So while I would go out and support her and do stuff for her and provide for her, she did all these things without even me asking, because that's just what she enjoyed doing. And I'm totally cool with that. I live in a 2,400 square foot house by myself, and I'm in a wheelchair. And I have a long-haired kitten and a long-haired German Shepherd. It is incredibly difficult to keep my house clean. I spend on Saturdays is like when I enjoy cleaning. It takes me a couple hours just to get like the living room and maybe one section of the house cleaned. And then like today I can vacuum my floors because my vacuum's recharged. But that was something that my girlfriend enjoyed doing. Women just love being clean, while men, we like to focus on other things, like working out or making money and doing other stuff. The moral of this story comes down to this. Women deserve less if they're not proving to you as the man that they're worth putting in more of an effort. If you're in a relationship, you guys, remember, it's transactional. What are you doing and what are you getting in return? She's got to be doing something to deserve all of the effort you're putting in, and vice versa. If she's doing a lot and you're just a piece of garbage, then you deserve to be broken up with. And if you're dating a new girl, if you're dating, you're not even getting kissed. Like, let's say you go on a first date and you don't get a kiss, but you did like that girl and you're willing to try again. If you don't get one on the second date, I would just move on and stop talking to that girl. She's either being difficult, she's got a lot of insecurities, or she just doesn't like you enough to kiss you. That's really it. And then you no longer have to spend time and money on that girl, giving her less. So guys, I hope you like this video. If you do, please like, comment, and subscribe. Listen, if you're a guy right now that does need help in pickup, dating, or relationships, book a time to work with me, one-on-one coaching. Click the link in the description. Book a time. Let me help you. That way you don't have to go through hours of watching videos or reading books or whatever. I'll help you in an hour. And hey, if you like this video, guys, man, check out this one right here. You're going to love that one as well. Gentlemen, hey, I will see you in the next one.